Hello everyone. In this video we will be seeing about group equilibrium and price variation. Group equilibrium refers to price output determination in a number of firms whose products are close substitutes. The product of each firm has a special characteristic. Difference in the quality of the product of firms under monopolistic competition is a result of variation in elasticity and position of demand curves of various firms. So why there is a variation in the products, variation in products under monopolistic competition is due to the difference in the position of the demand curve of various firms. Similarly, the shape and position of cost curve also differ. As a result, there exist differences in prices, outputs, and profits of various firms in the group. For the sake of simplicity in analysis, for group equilibrium, Professor Chamberlain has ignored these differences by adopting an assumption. He assumes that assumption of Professor Chamberlain, assumption of Professor Chamberlain he has assumed that the cost and demand curves of all products in the group are uniform. Chamberlain also introduced another assumption which is known as symmetry assumption. Okay, this is the first assumption. This is the second assumption which is known as symmetry assumption. Under the symmetry assumption, it is assumed that the number of firms under monopolistic competition is large, and so the action of an individual firm regarding price and output will have a negligible effect on rivals. Based on these assumptions, short-run equilibrium of the firm can be seen like this or can be depicted like this. So we have two figures here. We would be drawing two figures. The first one is a short-run equilibrium, and the second one is a long-run equilibrium. So when we take into account the short-run equilibrium, what we see is that on the x-axis and y-axis, both of the in both the scenarios we would be measuring output and price on y-axis. Similarly, output and price. This is the point of origin in both the cases. This is the AR curve. This is the MR curve. The price is determined here. The price is P. This point is Q. So PQ is the price and OM is the quantity. What we find is that here the marginal cost curve cuts the AR from here, and further we have the average cost curve here. We have the average cost curve over here. Okay, sorry, it's not here. Now we would be determining the price. The cost would be a bit lower because if it is here, then we would be at the break-even point, but it would be a bit lower. So this is the place where the average cost curve would be. Okay, so in this manner what we find is that this is the short run equilibrium, and similarly on the other side we have the long run equilibrium. This is the long run average curve, long run average revenue. Then we have the long run marginal revenue. After that, let's assume that the price is determined here and it goes down. The price is P, the quantity supplied is M. The marginal curve cuts the average revenue from below, from this point. This is the marginal cost curve. This is the long run average cost curve. So both of these things, this is the long run short run equilibrium on the left side, and the right side there is the long run equilibrium. The short run equilibrium, the price is OP, price is equal to OP, cost is equal to OS. So profit is equal to this shaded region. This shaded region is the profit. That is, if we want to write the profit, it would be profit is equal to PQRS is the profit. Hence there is supernormal profit, but in long run what we find is that the excess in profit is done away with. MC is equal to, that is marginal cost is equal to marginal revenue in this case. Marginal cost is equal to marginal revenue, and at the OM level of output, output is equal to OM. LAR, that is the long run average curve, and the long run average revenue and the long run average cost have a tangent on this area as well. The price is equal to the average cost, and there is no extra profit, and only normal profit is earned in this case. So as a result, this is the place wherein the long run equilibrium would be established for a particular entity. So so we will be stopping here. In the next video we will be starting about the oligopoly type of competition. Thank you.